In today's episode, I'm going to talk about the following interesting things. Number one, Jessica MOTOUNG says it was actually because of KAIZER Chiefs fans that the team ended up losing the league. Number two, we're going to talk about TRUTER at AmaZulu. He says he will give Majoro a second chance. Number three, we are talking about Pitso MOSIMANE at AHLY. He says that this thing of Zwane coming to join him at AHLY, actually it was a fake news. So I want to give you more about that. So if you find that interesting, then please do stick around. To those that will stick around, guys, if you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Because to subscribe, it is free. To like the video, it is free. To comment in the comment section below, it is free of charge. So we must first start with who? Let's start with Majoro's story at AmaZulu. Then we're going to come back to the issue of AHLY KAIZER Chiefs and also the issue of Jessica MOTOUNG at KAIZER Chiefs. So we first have to talk about what TRUTER has got to say about Majoro. Majoro, who has, there's a doubt that he might actually be a regular under him. He says the following. Majoro gave me a massive hug on Tuesday and a big smile, and I think he is happy to see me. The relationship we have is open. It's a very social, not extended to clubbing or drinking together. So I'm looking forward to working with him. I know the qualities he possesses, and I will try to get the best out of him and push him to more. So those are interesting things to hear, that Majoro is going to be given a chance under TRUTER. And I still believe that Majoro has got it anyway. So I still believe that Majoro is the best. That's according to what I think. But nevertheless, you know, my opinion is my opinion, guys. Don't come after me. Oh, so okay, guys. The Southern Africa has got this to say. Interestingly, MOSIMANE has now taken to social media to comment on rumors that had already spoken to 10111, as Zwane is affectionately known, over the possibility of leaving Chiefs to join AHLY. In his first tweet, MOSIMANE called out the publication for fake news and reiterated that he was on good terms with Bafana and will never celebrate anything at the expense of South Africa. In another post, he suggested the publication responsible for that fake news was perhaps also responsible for Zwane joining AHLY. Zwane is currently one of two assistant coaches for KAIZER Chiefs under Stuart Baxter and has recently been linked with a move away from the club. So Pitso MOSIMANE wrote this in his Twitter account, fake news. They were talking about, my brother, I don't like publications like this. I am in good spirit with Bafana. That's what he wrote. And he also said that he believes that the publication that wrote about him not in good and regular standing with Bafana is actually the same publication that wrote about him, about Zwane joining AHLY at Cairo. So what's your take, guys? What's your take? Pitso MOSIMANE is like, no, I don't buy that. I don't like that. Don't talk to me like about. Don't talk to me in like manner, because man, I hate that. Now, so let's jump into Naturena, or let's get deeper into Naturena, because we were in Cairo and at the same time we were at Naturena. So we decided to just get inside Naturena now and talk to the marketing manager or marketing director, Jessica MOTOUNG. So Jessica MOTOUNG has got this to say: we are very excited to have supporters return to the stadium. As announced by the PSL chairman on Tuesday afternoon, it has been a long and a challenging 2 years without supporters in the stadium. It was lonely and quiet in stands around the country. It's good that we will now be reunited with our 12th player soon. Chiefs supporters has not been separated since the birth of the club in 1970, but all this changed in 2020. When we started playing behind closed doors and this led to us losing the league title in the last few minutes in 2019 to 2020 season. So now you know that I didn't scam you by saying KAIZER Chiefs believe that they lost the league because of your absence as a KAIZER Chiefs fans. We're going to get back to that one. We're going to discuss that one, and just let me finish the statement and then we're going to get back into that one. We are glad that all that is in the past, and we are looking forward to the singing and dancing that we have loved hearing and seeing at the different venues around the country, says Jessica MOTOUNG. She was quoted speaking about this. Man, now let's get into this one. Let's dissect some few things that have been said here and there. And yeah, and another interesting story before we get into before we dissect the story. Another interesting story. Calls are growing that Benny McCarthy should be a coach at Orlando Pirates, and previously, in fact, yesterday I actually spoke about that. So the calls around are actually growing in numbers, where people want Benny McCarthy to be a coach at KAIZER Chiefs. At Orlando Pirates, together with actually KAIZER Chiefs. They also want him to be a coach there. So Sia Crew has this to say about people that are gunning for Benny McCarthy to be a coach at Orlando Pirates. With Benny now available, I think he will now be ready to coach Orlando Pirates. I would be surprised to see Benny going to. I wouldn't be surprised to see Benny McCarthy going to Orlando Pirates, and I know how the chairman operate when dealing with such a situation. It's get out of his way to get whosoever he wants. I know the chairman will welcome the opportunity of having one of his sons back at the club. He called Benny when he was nearing retirement from his playing days to come and play for Orlando Pirates, and that happens, and he can do the same now that Benny is a coach. I know there will be a lot of happy people if they see Benny McCarthy coaching Orlando Pirates. Although some people are talking about his experience, I don't know how one can question Benny's experience when he won the UEFA Champions League. People shouldn't talk about experience, especially the supporters, because one can only get the experience when thrown into the deep end. Benny is familiar with the culture of Orlando Pirates, and is familiar with the Pirate family, and I am sure he will lead the club to success. Former Pirate striker James told the crew. Having said that, I think maintain that Mandla Ncikazi and Fatlo Davis should be retained and as part of the technical team, and it would be nice to see them work with Benny as the trio of coaches. Benny, Mandla Ncikazi and Fatlo Davis will do well. Mandla and Fatlo haven't done badly in this season, although they haven't been some games I thought that they should have approached differently, but overall they contributed positively to the team progress, and with the addition of Benny to the setup, they will do very well. The team will be able to turn many draws that they had this season into wins, and I am saying that AmaZulu have lost a very good asset in Benny McCarthy. So now you know a lot of people are calling for Benny McCarthy to become an Orlando Pirates coach. It is like left, right, center. Others are saying KAIZER Chiefs, others are saying Orlando Pirates, others are saying KAIZER Chiefs. So let's talk, guys. Now you've got so many stories about Orlando Pirates of lately, and KAIZER Chiefs. It's okay for us to discuss that. Good people, there is another interesting thinking and another interesting story about KAIZER Chiefs. So they believe that they lost the league because there wasn't supporters anymore. They couldn't cope without supporters, so there was no success. So bringing the supporters back, do you believe that it can actually change all the dynamics in this KAIZER Chiefs playing playing philosophy that is not even pleasing in the eye. You know what I'm saying? And should KAIZER Chiefs fans go back to the stadium, that will also mean that Stuart Baxter will not go if KAIZER Chiefs start winning, because I mean, if the coach is winning, then why are you firing the coach? So you see what I'm trying to say. So it's kind of like it's a 50-50 situation. If KAIZER Chiefs fans do not like Stuart Baxter at KAIZER Chiefs, I think the fair thing to do it is not to go to the stadium, so that KAIZER Chiefs management should do away with Stuart Baxter. And as soon as they do away with Stuart Baxter, and then fans will then come back to stadium in numbers. That's just my thinking. That's just how I would have approached the situation if I was KAIZER Chiefs fans, actually not wanting Stuart Baxter as a head coach at KAIZER Chiefs. Now, Penny McCart, people want Penny McCart. I've just told you now, people want Penny McCart left, right, and center. Brandon TRUTER, he seems to be willing to give this player Majoro a chance. What's your take, guys? There are some interesting, or those are some of the interesting news of the day. I've just captured the most interesting news. Leaving my Mamelodi Sundowns story aside, I'm gonna come back and deal with the issue of Gaston Sereno later on. But having given you all these things, guys, I love and respect you. I expect you to return the same courtesy by love and respecting me. The way you talk to me, guys, we may disagree, it's okay, but just respect me. Say anything that you want to say. Disagree with me, but just say it in good respect, and that's what I highly appreciate. And you and I, guys, will form a deadly tag team if we had to talk to each other in a respectful manner. Until next time, guys, take care.